As we approach the end of the season, the NFL rankings roller coaster continues. Who else is rising or falling heading into Week 16? At number 32, Houston Texans. The Texans aren't quitting at all for Lovie Smith, pushing the Chiefs to the limit after doing the same against the Cowboys. They just don't have enough juice to finish games, however, so they will settle for turning the page for real with the number 1 overall draft pick. At number 31, Indianapolis Colts. The Colts' nightmare season appropriately involved a Saturday meltdown under Jeff Saturday. The offensive underachieving has really dragged down an often stingy and playmaking defense. That D unraveled with little help in the second half in Minnesota. At number 30, Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals showed their inept defense without Kyler Murray and are now eliminated from playoff contention in a critical season under Cliff Kingsbury. They might be in store for huge chances ahead of next season. At number 29, Chicago Bears. The Bears showed their typical run-heavy burst with Justin Fields and David Montgomery to challenge the Eagles, but their disastrous defense against run and pass caught up to them against the ideal dual-threat opponent. At number 28, Denver Broncos. The Broncos' defense got a huge break against the shell of a Cardinals offense as they played more contained and leaned on their defense with Brett Rypien at quarterback. It's little solace given how badly the first season with Russell Wilson has gone. At number 27, Los Angeles Rams. The Rams got some positive vibes with Baker Mayfield in Week 14, but couldn't keep that up with more inept offense in Lambeau Field against the Packers, with their defense also not having Aaron Donald. At number 26, Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons have a running game and some promising offensive rookies, including Desmond Ridder, Drake London, and Tyler Algier. They will need to give them more help and shore up the defense for better results with Arthur Smith in Year 3. At number 25, New Orleans Saints. The Saints marched away with a huge win over the Falcons to create a three-way tie for second place in the NFC South. On paper, being less than number 2 behind the Buccaneers has been a disappointment. At number 24, Carolina Panthers. The Panthers went back to struggling to run the ball and not hiding Sam Darnold well against the Steelers. They can still win the NFC South by winning out, but that's highly unlikely now. At number 23, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers aren't a good team, and the GOAT is doing his best to hold them together. Todd Bowles has been under fire, and his defense giving up a big lead to the Bengals won't do him any favors. At number 22, Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers kept their slim chances of another non-losing season with Mike Tomlin alive by shoring up their defense and getting their offense going in the ideal way in Carolina. At number 21, Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks ran into the 49ers buzzsaw on Thursday night, despite scraping until the end with Geno Smith. Their run defense isn't playoff worthy at the moment. At number 20, Cleveland Browns. The Browns have played well against division foes to put up some respectable results as they reboot late defensively with Deshaun Watson. They can only wonder what could have been with better run defense. At number 19, Tennessee Titans. The Titans kept riding Derrick Henry offensively against the Chargers, but they were once again limited with other sources of scoring. Their loose grip on the AFC South may end with them falling out of the playoffs. At number 18, New England Patriots. What was that? The Patriots' offense will need to answer to Bill Belichick after their boneheaded forced lateral extravaganza against Josh McDaniels' Raiders. They're just not playing the familiar smart and efficient football. At number 17, Green Bay Packers. The Packers still have an outside shot of earning an NFC wildcard spot, and they will keep Aaron Rodgers and the offense motivated. The defense, however, was the most impressive group when needed at home against the Rams, looking much better after the bye. At number 16, Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders had another wacky ending, with their home comeback win over the Patriots being just as improbable as their road collapsing loss to the Rams. The wild ride this time is headed to end without a wild card. At number 15, Washington Commanders. The Commanders couldn't find reliable offense with Taylor Heinicke, and their defense regressed to some early season ways. That's not good timing for their playoff hopes with the 49ers next. At number 14, New York Jets. The Jets knew their offense was headed for regression again with Zach Wilson needing to start for an injured Mike White. But they had to be disappointed that their reliable defense let him down in key moment for Robert Saleh. At number 13, New York Giants. The Giants got a much-needed get-right game for their running game and defense. That's exactly what happened on the road against the Commanders on Sunday to renew confidence in their wildcard hopes. At number 12, Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens' offense was sputtering with Lamar Jackson, and their woes have continued to Tyler Huntley. The running game with J.K. Dobbins is a new bright spot on top of the dominant defense, but the passing game needs to get better to avoid a quick playoff exit. At number 11, Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars deserve this bump up for how they took it to the Titans and Cowboys with an offense that keeps getting better because Trevor Lawrence has made the jump as a well-rounded franchise passer to take full advantage of his weapons. At number 10, Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins did their best offensively with Tua Tagovailoa, his big play wideouts, and the running game on the road in wintry Buffalo. But their defensive issues keep popping up to limit their upside. At number 9, Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers' defense is finding more pop to work around its run defense woes, and the offense is just fine passing often with Justin Herbert. They're becoming a dangerous team and coming through on their talent with better help on the way. At number 8, Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings' defensive woes have been lingering all season, and they showed up in a big way in an atypical long close game in Detroit. They still should win the NFC North soon, but there's less confidence they will make much noise in the playoffs beyond the wildcard round. At number 7, Detroit Lions. The Lions keep bringing heavy momentum with their offense still finding big plays for new players for Jared Goff, and their defense continuing to improve in every aspect. It might be difficult to deny them a playoff berth under fiery Dan Campbell now. At number 6, Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys overlooked the Jaguars and their defense for the second week straight against the weaker AFC South opponent. Dak Prescott's sloppy play also caught up to him. Let's hope the Eagles next week in Dallas will clean up their act. At number 5, Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs took their time to figure out the Texans, but then they kept getting a late-season spark from Jerick McKinnon. Kansas City is a different kind of dangerous offense now, with Patrick Mahomes as his weapons keep expanding. At number 4, Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals rumbled in Tampa Bay to quickly erase a 17-point deficit thanks to Joe Burrow, and the offense balanced by timely defense versus the GOAT. Burrow is making his late case for MVP. At number 3, Buffalo Bills. The Bills' offense dug a little deeper and diversified around the passing and running of Josh Allen to come through in tough wintry conditions against the Dolphins. Now they got to go back to cleaning up a few things on defense for Sean McDermott. At number 2, San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers came out with the light run-heavy game plan with Christian McCaffrey against the Seahawks and let the defense go into domination mode again, making things easier for Brock Purdy. The reward was the NFC West title with now bigger aspirations in tow. Finally, at number 1, Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles perhaps were looking a little ahead to the Cowboys' showdown in Dallas in Week 16 with their slow start in frigid Chicago against the Bears. Maybe they didn't figure out whether to run or pass more, but they eventually figured out once again it doesn't matter because they can do both at a high level with MVP frontrunner Jalen Hurts. What do you think of the rankings in Week 16? Like and subscribe to our channel, All Sports and Entertainment.